When the threat targets your family, your training shifts from self-defense to protection. This is the moment where every technique you know must serve one goal: their survival. Today, we break down the tactical protocol for defending a loved one. Most martial arts training prepares you for one-on-one combat. That model assumes your only responsibility is yourself. When you protect a family member, the paradigm changes. You face a mobile, fragile, and panicked person who may freeze, scream, or run the wrong way. Your primary objective is not to win the fight. It is to create space and time for them to escape. The attacker might target the weaker person, using them as leverage. You must manage the threat, the environment, and your loved one simultaneously. This is not a problem for a jab cross hook. It requires a specific protocol. You must establish a physical barrier between the threat and your family. Your body becomes the wall. Your voice becomes a command. You move them behind you while keeping your eyes on the attacker. This is the foundation of all family defense. Your body reacts differently when you perceive a threat to a loved one. The amygdala triggers a release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone mixed with adrenaline and cortisol. This creates a state of aggressive protection. Studies show higher pain tolerance, greater strength output, and hyper-focused attention. But this focus can become a double-edged sword. You may fixate on the threat and lose awareness of your surroundings, your loved one's location, or secondary attackers. You must train to channel this raw biological power into controlled tactical fury. You cannot afford a blind charge. You need deliberate, precise actions. Your goal is to use that surge to move, shield, and execute your plan. Understand this response and you can harness it. Let it control you and you become reckless. Once you establish the barrier, you face the split-second decision: stay and delay or go and blow. Stay and delay means you hold your ground, using your body, voice, and presence to create a static barrier. You buy time for your family to escape or for help to arrive. This is the correct choice when the attacker has a ranged weapon like a gun, or when you are in a confined space with no clear exit. You do not turn your back. You do not chase. You stand your ground. Make yourself a difficult target and wait for an opening. You use verbal commands to keep the attacker engaged and your family moving. This is not passive. It is an active, controlled holding action. You are a shield, and you must be prepared to absorb the impact. Go and blow is the opposite. You choose this when the attacker is within arm's reach, closing the distance, or already laying hands on a family member. Hesitation is death. You must launch a preemptive, overwhelming, and continuous assault. Your goal is to cause a catastrophic system failure in the attacker. Target the eyes, throat, groin, and knees. Use anything as a weapon: keys, a pen, a phone, loose change thrown in the face. You are not fighting, you are destroying their ability to function. This is not a fair fight. This is survival. You strike until the threat no longer exists. You do not stop to check. You do not pause. You commit fully to the action. This is the spear, and you must drive it home. You cannot train for this with pad work or sparring. You need scenario-based simulations that include the full complexity of a family unit. Practice with a partner who plays the role of the protectee, someone who resists, freezes, screams, or runs the wrong way. Drill the physical act of shielding and moving while maintaining visual contact with the threat. Practice the pivot and protect movement. Pivot on your back foot, push your loved one behind you, and bring your hands up to defend. It is clumsy, chaotic, and terrifying. You must become comfortable with the chaos before it happens for real. Run these drills until they become instinct. Repetition builds the neural pathways that will fire under stress. This is how you prepare. If you carry a firearm, knife, or pepper spray, you must have a specific, rehearsed plan for deploying it while managing a family member. Drawing a weapon while simultaneously shielding a loved one is a complex motor skill. You need to practice it. Your support hand might be occupied, holding a child, pushing a spouse behind you. You must be able to access your weapon with one hand under stress without losing control of the situation. Decide now, where is your weapon? How do you access it while keeping your body between the threat and your family? When do you deploy it? These are decisions you make now, not in the moment. Drill the draw, the presentation, and the follow-through with your protectee in the room. This is not about being a hero. It is about being effective. Protecting a family member is a skill you can train. Build the barrier, make the decision, and execute with controlled fury. Your family's survival depends on your preparation. Train it now.